Still we. Let's ride. Fly cousin that came from nothing. Quit all that fussing. They napping on me like Robitussin. I'm money clutching, money chasing, but keeping patient. Let's get acquainted. You checking out all my business angles. I swear I'm never changing. My wife look like Topanga. If you Jordan, I'm LeBron. We can make a wager. I'm blessing all the stages. I've been through all the stages. Read the chapters of my book, but now it's missing pages. Yeah, it's cool. It was alright. Hard days and the dark nights. Still we shine bright like the sunlight. Still we shine bright like the sunlight. We was cool, we was alright. Hard days and the dark nights. Still we shine bright like the sunlight. Still we shine bright like the sunlight. I miss my motherfucking nigga, man. Man, I miss my dog every day. Let's get it. Man, I miss my dog. I miss my dog. Man, I miss my dog. Hold it down, you left me all alone. Shine bright like the sunlight. Hard days, long nights. I need a therapy session. I've had a hard life. Bitch, I'm fresh out the hood. Avoid the crack pipe. Now I might catch a flight. The way I catch a beat. $200 a ticket to get the plane seat. Mr. Wicked conflicted. They try to play me. Niggas getting convicted because they lazy. This shit is crazy. Shout out to Lil Murder. Said he be keeping a burner. Flipping a pack like a burger. Don't give a fuck who you heard of. Deep in the pocket like 8 ball. Feeling like Nip with the Crenshaw. Bitch, I'm the boss of my own shit. But still I could die while at home quick. Nigga, I'm back on my bullshit. Giving them something to move with. Giving them something to groove with. Hey, watch down over us. My nigga, I'm back on my bullshit. Giving them something to move with. I'm giving them something to groove with. Shit sweet for you niggas from here on out. We was cool, we was alright. Hard days and the dark nights. Still we shine bright like the sunlight. Still we shine bright like the sunlight. We was cool, we was alright. Hard days and the dark nights. Still we shine bright like the sunlight. Still we shine bright like the sunlight.
Hey everybody, we are here for another dope episode of Let's Get Activated podcast. You got me, your girl Samantha LaBelle, and then we have our great guest tonight. We got Byron Davis Jr. in the building.
What's good? What's good?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm doing good. I'm happy to be here.
Amen to that. Definitely, we were vibing out to Sunlight. I definitely, love that track, and I do want to let you know before we get into that, that right now we're streaming on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, CertifiedNationEntertainment.com. Also, this is going to be playing on the radio, on the Tattoo Shop Radio, and the Culture Shop Radio, powered by Zeno.fm. So, man, we are lit tonight. We're lit tonight.
You got me feeling like I'm getting ready for a fight or something.
Yeah, Got to get you ready. Got your boxing gloves on for sure. But yeah, you want to let the audience know kind of the premise of Sunlight?
Oh yeah, that was a track that I actually made a while back, and it was one of the first songs I started working on after my brother had passed away. Me getting back to writing and trying to get back and just to whatever the love and music again, because of course that took a fall whenever it took a piece of my heart, so that went with it. The feeling for the music went with it, because I did everything with my brother when it came to music. But yeah, it's just something that I put together and I felt way better after it was done. And then I went and recorded, and I was like, okay, yeah. And that was also the first song that I started working on for my album, I Miss You, which is out on all platforms right now, for sure.
Definitely, dope album. I've got that in my playlist there for you. People already in the building throwing, dopes out there and salutes. So
Mhm.
definitely, I definitely love, a track with meaning that definitely has meaning. I see your brothers behind you right now as well.
Yep. Yep. It's one of them things, when somebody passes away, first thing we want to do is, find things that's going to make sure we remember them, and like I went as far as even getting some tattoos on my face for him, you know what I mean? Like, and I just call them trauma scars now that I've kind of came to. I was probably like, maybe I shouldn't have did that, but I don't live with no regrets, it's just what it is, you know what I mean? And that's just an extreme example of the from a blanket to a face tattoo, just how much you can love somebody and what trauma can do to you, you know what I mean?
Definitely. Well, I know, he truly meant a lot to you. I was kind of looking in, through your history of music, and I do see that you
Mhm.
guys have done a lot of music together.
Oh man, so much music, so many shows, so many memories together, so many memories. I was talking to my wife about this actually, because I have three boys, but one is 11, and one is 2, and one is 2 months. And I was telling my wife, I'm like, I'm happy that two of them get to grow up and be so close, because me and my brother were 5 years apart. So we was kind of close at a certain point in childhood, and then that 5 years caused a distance between us for a
Hmm.
certain amount of time, just because of our age difference, you know what I mean? And of course, now that he's gone in the years, I wish I could get back, you know what I mean? But I mean, he was when I was in the stage of getting ready to start partying, he was just hopping on the bikes and riding around the neighborhood, so it didn't really match up, like.
Right.
But yeah, like I was telling my wife, I'm happy they get to grow up and be they'll always be connected. There'll never be a disconnect, you know what I mean? So yeah.
I like that. I like that. So I take it that both of you, though, growing up, even with the 5 year difference, obviously, but music was something that I'm sure was something that, inspired both of you, or how did that go about?
Yeah, I mean, I started doing music, and then it was kind of he started doing it, and then it eventually it became a situation where we would just motivate each other, you know what I mean? Like, go back and forth. And as he grew into his manhood, um he would give me direction, you know what I mean? And everything, when you artists like how we are, everything comes back to music,
Hmm.
everything, you know what I mean? So and we was just all, we was just really good at bouncing that the feeling back and forth, not even just the art, but the feeling and the drive, for sure. It was really hard to pick that back up when he was, now that he's gone. But I'm back in full steam ahead now, though.
Yeah, you're definitely, doing your thing for sure. And you even have, you have your own entertainment company, Byron Davis
Yes,
Jr. Entertainment. How did that come
yes.
about?
It's just me having something to stand on. Pretty much that's all that is. I needed I needed some. I mean, my artist name is Byron Davis Jr. So I might as well just make whatever I'm going to do to stand on Byron Davis Jr. Entertainment. Is whatever you're getting is going to be me anyway. So that's pretty much just the gist of it.
Got you. And
And
so with the entertainment, what does it all consist of? Do you have like apparel or what
well,
is
it
it all
really
about?
well, yeah. I mean, I have merch and stuff like that, but it really is just I just wanted it to be broad because I'm gonna be using it for the rest of my life with other things. So there's no telling what'll fall under it over the years, and what things will be going on or what it'll be a part of, or what names it'll be next to. But as of right now, it's just something for me and me and my three boys, and my family to stand on, pretty much. And
I
I ain't
like
got
that.
time to be I ain't got time to be making up names and all that. So, just some, I just stand on what it is from, you getting me anyway. So you might as well just get it plain and simple.
Yeah, I like that. Keep it plain. And was that always like your artist name, just kind of maintaining your
No,
name?
actually I used to go by Junebug. for a long time, for a very long time.
Mhm.
And I mean, I took it serious then. We went on a whole run. We went on a before I even moved to Texas. Within like the last 4 years, we went on a mid Missouri run. Just because we lived there, and that's where we're from, and we was known. But yeah, I got that name from way back from when I used to play baseball as a kid. I got that nickname from a coach of mine, and it just kind of stuck. But as I got older, of course, can't be grown man can't be getting walking around being called Junebug and shit.
Right. That's true. That's true. I mean, I'm sure the early shows though had to be interesting when they were announcing you, like on stage as Junebug, or how did that
Yeah.
go?
Well, see, what we used to do is we had about 3 or 4 spots that we would just rotate to in St. Louis, and a couple other places we would do that too. But it only took one time for us to show up, and then the name Junebug didn't even matter. It was respect from then on out. So it was something that I grew up with, and I eventually had to let it die out. But
Got you. And like growing up, were there any local artists, within St. Louis that you liked, or just in general, like what artists were you kind of grew up on, I should say?
I mean, Nelly was literally the Country Grammar was literally the second CD that I ever got. And I think I was about like 10. I don't know if that math is right, but it was literally the second CD I ever got, next to like the Eminem LP or something like that. And I literally had a boombox that was this big.
Mm-hmm.
And I wore that little motherfucker out for years. But yeah, local, like as far as mainstream, but like I really wasn't into like listening to local people or anything like that at that time. It wasn't really nothing like that. And but yeah, if you want to Nelly,
Yeah, Nelly.
Nelly, if you want to talk about Missouri.
Yeah, that would have did it. Have you ever gone to like a Nelly show or anything like that?
Yeah, he performed. There's this place called Lake of the Ozarks in mid Missouri, and he performs there like once a year, and it's a huge blowout. I've been to that a couple years. But yeah, Nelly, he does it big, man. He got hits, man. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to follow that road. Actually, now that we're talking about it, I need to follow. I'm trying to. I need about 15 platinum hits that I can just go, for the rest of my life, tour some cities and make some money off of shit. I think that's the goal, for real.
Mm-hmm. The touring, I would say definitely for sure, because I know that energy, just going from city to city and getting to perform your arts, that would be a great thing.
Yeah, most definitely.
That would be. And like when you're creating music, is there a certain place in your mind that you have to be at, or what is your process when you're writing?
Oh, it depends. It's weird because sometimes the name of the beat that my God sends to me is what I'll go with, and that's how I'll start my song. You know what I mean? That's I'll go whatever direction the name of the beat is he sends me. So so I would just yeah. But yeah, but I mean, it's just weird because it's the process is it's something that's hard to explain. You know what I mean? Because you just do it. And I mean, I definitely write. We could start with that. You know what I mean? I definitely write. I don't really believe in going in there and wasting a bunch of money, trying to come up with stuff. That's one thing me and my brother are always good at. We would love to be completely prepared when we go in there. And then anything after that is, a cherry on top.
Mm-hmm.
So I pretty much stick with that routine, but I got to hear the beat first. I don't really just like come up with phrases in my head and pull out a pad and be like, ooh, I'm going to, you know what I mean? I don't really, I got to hear a beat and it has to take me there, or I might be going through something, or it might just be a sporadic feeling, or I might be going to the studio in 2 days, and that's what motivates me. You know what I mean? You never know. But what I do know is that I stay open. So, I stay open to wherever and whatever the inspiration might be or come from. And I think that's really the thing you need to master as an artist. And once you figure that out, then it's a ride.
Mm-hmm. Are you do you kind of take part in the kind of creation of your videos as well, or at least the storyline or the treatment?
Yeah, most definitely. Shout out Mojo Productions. He's been doing my videos for the last 10 years, shout out Nonstop Visions. I recently linked up with him a couple years ago, and we meet up every year around the same time annually and shoot a video. But yeah, I try to it's just so easy to hop in front of a camera and just rap, you know what I mean? But so I try, you want to try to detail a video out a little bit and try to show your creative side. So that's what I've been trying to dig into instead of just hopping in front of the camera and putting the coolest outfit I can on. You know what I mean?
Right. Creativity is important. Like even like getting back to Sunlight, I think, was that one of your children that was in the video?
Yeah. Well? Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes, sir. Marshall Davis.
Hey.
Marshall Davis.
I like that. What do the kids think about like your music and what are you doing? Do they ever get to like listen to it?
Yeah, I mean, my 2-year-old, I got a 12-year-old. I think I called him 11 earlier. He's gonna be mad if he hear this, but I got a 12-year-old, and he's just too cool. He doesn't really care. But I got a 2-year-old that thinks all my music is the hottest thing ever. So, 2-month-old, he likes to hear beach noises and stuff like that. He ain't really care what I got to say yet.
Oh, well, congratulations on the new baby too.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. That's a blessing, just carrying it, on the legacy.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, you gotta. It's a challenge because you see so much of yourself in them, and it's so easy to have your old ways bleed into their ways of development. So it's always a constant challenge of just like, trying to teach them better than what you was taught. You know what I mean? Right. But it's something I'm getting better at.
Well, I think, having kids, that helps. You know what I'm saying? Because usually any good parent, they always want better for, their child. Yeah. So that's a good start. That's a good start right there.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes you definitely unselfish. It makes it where you got to be unselfish. So if everybody in the world a little bit unselfish, we'd be in a little bit better place. So
I agree. I agree with that.
And cliche.
Yeah. Hey, it's true though. Would you like if they get a little older and if they were interested in getting in the music industry, would you be like down for it?
Absolutely. And back again to the Byron Davis Jr. Entertainment thing, it's whatever they want to do, they could do it underneath that, and we can make anything you want to do official. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what the entertainment part of it is, and why I didn't want to constrict myself down to something, and I put myself in a box. I wanted it to be open and broad because, it's like, it's about the kids too. And, we're going to it's something to stand on.
Definitely. Because I know like when some people see the entertainment, I'm sure you might be having people reaching out like, hey, probably thinking you a label, what do you do? Like, services and such. So
that too. And like, yeah, because I mean, I'm to the point now where as I get older, I'll just be able to provide services that I've learned and grinded to other people. You know what I mean? And like I said, it all just falls underneath. It's something for everything to fall underneath.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Just, with that consistency, kind of like what we were talking about behind the scenes, you say you basically just kind of been doing your own PR, everything.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. I picked up the waves a little bit. I kind of peeped the waves, how it's done. And, I figured out, the email's a bad motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like even the difference between what people think is professional between an email and even a DM is different. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
just even little things like that is it can get your foot in the door that you wouldn't think was possible.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. Like we were also saying, like I gotta tell everybody, this man was on it early, like months ago. Reached out about the podcast, was sending me the links, and even like about a month and a half. Okay, when do we start promo? Like you were already activated long before.
Yeah, I'll be wearing it out. I'll be wearing it out. So I know some people be like, God damn, well, this is annoying. But I'm like, man, look, if I'm annoying you, then you'll eventually fade out the way, and then somebody else that cares will pick it up. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, I'm consistent and just keeping up with it, which I said I appreciate. I said, you know what? At least look, he got it written down somewhere. He knows. So I don't have to really
Yeah.
remind him much of anything. You read the photo ready, you were ready to go.
Yeah, and like I was telling you before we started, y'all look so professional over there. I'm just like, this is something I gotta lock in. You know what I mean? I gotta lock this one in because, like I said, it's kind of hard to come across people that are doing their thing. Got everything on point and serious about what they're doing. So, just seeing what y'all set a good example and made me feel like I better get up on my shit and show and prove.
I appreciate it. That's what I was saying.
Mhm.
Consistency. Our certified nation entertainment team. We definitely want to change the culture. Bridge
Right,
this gap. Gap, change the narrative. Just kind of
right,
turn it
right.
around. So that
Yeah,
definitely humbled for that compliment for sure.
yeah. You're welcome.
Truly humbled. And so now we were kind of talking earlier about, the album I Miss You. So that's currently on all platforms and that's the current album that's out right now, right?
Yes, yes. Yeah, on all streaming platforms. Um, it's a series. It's the second part of a series to a trilogy. Um, Prepare for Greatness, which is on all streaming platforms too, was the first project, and that was in the midst of me actually losing my brother. Even there's even five. He even has half the songs on that album because those are things he was working on before he passed away. So, and then I put something together around that and what I had been working on, and he has Prepared for Greatness on his tombstone, and I have it on my chest. It was something we was really living by, in the moments before he passed away, and yeah, and then I Miss You is this, the second part of the trilogy, and it's just me, like tracks like I'm Focused, for example. It's me kind of just getting back into it, having fun. But at the same time, I never stopped paying homage the whole time. So you can still kind of see I'm um, bleeding on the pad a little bit. And then you get to, and also on I Miss You, I test my vocals a little bit more on the singing on the track To the Sky. I do things with my vocals that I haven't done yet, which
Mm-hmm.
is all part of the growing. The growing is part of the trilogy too. And then the third part of the trilogy is going to be My Brother's Keeper, which I'm working on now, and that album is going to be dropping at the beginning of the year sometime. I don't have an exact date yet, but that is definitely me at my best right now. I actually
Wow.
have songs getting mixed down right now. I'm loading up right now, just getting ready. I'm excited.
Well, see.
I've been wearing my engineer's ass out, boy. He don't hit me up for a day or so. Hey man, I got to get this done, man. Because I got everything. I for this album, I recorded everything, and then now I'm just going back to each mixing session myself, and I'm just sitting with each song while he's doing what he needs to do, and I just love it, man. I just love it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving it. But yeah,
I,
the trilogy, and after that, I was telling my wife that after I get done with this trilogy, I'm switching it up. I'm switching it up. But we talking Grammy nominations on this one right here.
hey, I like see that's the mindset you gotta have. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that mindset. That means you're gonna put your best, work out there. But I gotta tell you right now and activate it, you're getting a lot of support. This is the premise of kind of what we do on the show. You got City to Great. You know, one of my artists says, so dope. We got to support this. You got Rain in the building, another dope artist I've had on the show. Look, he's in his music store getting a copy now for, you know.
Hey,
So
man, I appreciate it.
this, you know, this is what
Enjoy,
we do.
enjoy.
Yes,
Everybody can tap in with me too, man. I love just network. You know what I mean? It's all just a beautiful thing to me, man. To just connect with people. You never know what you can learn from somebody. I'm pretty much in that stage right now. Like I was saying, I just stay open to any and everything.
mm-hmm. You got to be. You got to ask questions, and I mean, I feel like even myself, I feel like I'm learning something new every day. You're never too old
Yeah,
to learn something.
yeah. I feel like I'm literally shedding layers. Like it goes from yearly, and you start to learn, and you start to pick up so much that you start shedding them old layers damn near monthly and weekly. I'm not the same person I was 3 or 4 weeks ago. You know what I mean? Like there's just so much, and having the challenge of having two kids so young close together too is just it's just all part of just a elevation period. You know what I mean? And a growing experience. Um, you know, my 2-year-old, he when he was born, he slept through the night from the jump. But now we got the challenge of my third son. He was born premature, so he kind of gets up a little bit more. So it's but it's you get there, you're tired at first, and then you figure it out, and then it's like, okay, yeah, we can do this. You know what I mean? And then it's all just growing pains. You know what I mean?
Definitely. And you know, sometimes the struggles, that's kind of what keeps you going. You know, that's what, you know, continues to build on your story and your
Yeah,
journey. And then you can, you know, actually, you know, teach these lessons to other people. Or like you said, you got 3 children, pass these lessons down to them. So
most definitely, most definitely.
that's a wonderful thing. Now, do you have, you know, with all this music that you're making, I know you're driving your engineer crazy. Are you going to drive some promoters crazy and do some more shows? Or, you know, what's up with that?
I'm tapped in with people. It's hard to lock in some shows. It's kind of hard to lock in some shows for me right now. I relocated, and that I kind of that's pretty much the only area I fell off in is getting hopping on that stage consistently.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've did a lot of open mics and stuff like that. Shout out the Green Elephant in Dallas. Um, yeah, I be down there a lot, but but that's just kind of to keep the skills sharp, you know what I mean? But I'm always, I'm trying to catch a tour this year. I'm trying to be on that stage a lot more consistent.
I like that. And what would someone in the audience get from a Byron Davis Jr. show?
Um, you would get, you would have a personal experience. It would be a personal, the thing, the type of things I talk about and all that stuff. It becomes intimate, I should say. And it'll be it'll be a situation where it's like, damn, I want to go holler at him when he gets off that stage. I just want, you know what I mean? And we go from there. But it's pretty much, it's you get you're not gonna see me up there hopping up and down and going crazy. I rather just, let's do it like this, story time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I like that one-on-one kind of interaction with people.
Yeah, yeah. Most
Definitely.
definitely. Now I've never now as the years go on and the crowds get bigger, I'm sure the energy will pick up too. But I'm from such a small town and such a small come up, everything's just always been personal, you know what I mean? And on top of the type of music we make as well. So it's always a connection building thing, you know what I mean?
Definitely. Gotta be, I mean, even if it's a, you know, a huge audience, I mean, you can still, you know, touch people
Hmm.
just depending on your
Yeah, yeah.
performance and, you know, and your subject matter. So that doesn't
Hmm.
matter. Doesn't matter how big it is. You know, you can definitely, you know, for sure be doing that.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
you know, gotta be. Look, we have, yeah. Look, Zabanga, hopefully I'm not saying it wrong. We actually did play a music video, Sunlight, in the beginning, so you can watch the replay. But then we're also going to have another, music video coming up at the end as well, which that was a perfect segue. Again, we're live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, CertifiedNationEntertainment.com, Facebook. Also, we're on the Tattoo Shop Radio and Culture Shock Radio, powered by Zeno.fm. So we everywhere. So yes, just catch that replay. Just watch the replay and you'll see it. At least people want to tap in.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. It's booming. We got it booming right now. I appreciate it.
Oh, most definitely. And definitely I was going to say, follow everybody, follow Byron Davis Jr. on IG as well. Because also, I know you have like links to connect. I think you got your YouTube channel in your bio, don't you?
Yes. Yeah. Everybody add me on Instagram and click the YouTube and subscribe. Stay up on all my latest videos and interviews and all that. Please lock in with me. Also, I don't have my website up no more, but anybody that wants to get in on some merch, just DM me. We stay in the merch bag too over here. Anybody wants, it's cold. It's cold. It's starting to get cold where I'm at. But I'm doing my brother tracksuits.
Nice.
So yeah, they're really dope. So everybody tap in with me if y'all want to grab one and show some support. I'd really appreciate it.
Nice. I seen that.
We
I
just
think
keep using the money to fund this hip hop thing.
Hey, it costs. That's another thing. This is not a cheap industry to be in. Definitely got to
not at all.
Grind and work for it. I think I seen that. I think you had the tracksuit on your Facebook post too. I believe.
On my Facebook.
I think there was like a post about like the.
Oh no, yeah. I have a post. Yeah, yep.
I was tapping in.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yep, it's you can go down my page. Anybody can go down my Facebook page or my Instagram page, and you can see where the business is. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. And so I guess it's better for them to DM you right now, just since you don't have the website up.
Yeah. I took the website down for a while just because personally, I work my social media so much that it is damn near not even a reason to have a website, because having an extra link gives to somebody to, go do and order something is damn near like pulling teeth, because people are just so short, they don't pay attention, you send somebody a link and try to get them to do something, and it'll take them forever. So I'd rather just have a conversation with you and be like, hey, what you want, what size, boom, 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 and let's do it right here.
Got you. Kind of that one-on-one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I guess I'm just hands-on. I don't trust a website. I don't need a middleman. I just need to talk to you directly, and I can get you what you need.
Hey, there we go. Look, talk to me, and got here on Activated. So there you go.
Yeah. I don't see why they gonna let them charge me. Play middleman to me for no reason when I can just come directly to you and you can come directly to me. It's not 2005 anymore. A website, is relevant, but it depends on how you play. There's so many different types of ways to grind out here nowadays. It's unbelievable. So you just got to find what fits for you. And I think I found, that a website doesn't really work for me.
Gotcha. Yeah. Hey, it's something different for everybody. Just, whatever works for you. And if it's working, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, like they say.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's definitely for sure. What is, a couple more questions here for you. As far as the industry right now, like, how do you feel about the current state of the industry?
I don't have I really, it's just that you don't want to talk bad about something you love so much. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's kind of it's one of them things where if everybody just kind of just did their part and wasn't so caught up in the materialistic things, man, a lot of people would be alive still. A lot, a lot of things would be different if we just weren't so materialistic. I think that's what's killing us every day.
Mm-hmm.
They talk about they say being a rapper is one of the toughest jobs. No, it's not. It's you get what you put out. You get back what you put out. And you got to check climates, you got to read rooms, you got to know who you dealing with. You know what I mean? People ain't got, people don't care who you are. If you got $100,000 on your neck, you you're a target.
Yeah.
And it's not about not having it, because be successful. I'm not saying don't be successful, but I'm saying let's clean it up a little bit. Let's clear the path a little bit. Let's get a reset or something. Let's do a reset maybe, and then we'll slowly bring the chain back, back into it, or something like that. But I just think it's all over the place right now. It's just so materialistic. And but I try to just play my part. Sometimes I listen to people's music and I'm like, man, maybe I just need to just let go and just get just go that route. And it's like, no, but that's what makes me me. And I'm playing a really big part in hip hop, and playing my part just by staying in my lane.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, but to answer your question, I think we're just really materialistic, and it causes us not to be safe as we could be and should be. But what can you do? But play your part. And it's just like picking the trash up out your own yard. You know what I mean? You can't go pick up the trash up out of everybody's yard. You can only get yours and maybe a couple other people, a couple close neighbors or something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. True. Good analogy. And maybe if more of us were doing that, we can definitely make a change. So you definitely have a great point at that.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
yeah. Just everybody doing, just the little things. If everybody was doing just a little something, I think, we can maybe,
yeah,
change that.
yeah. And I think, and we all, we can crack open the history books and go back and know that we as a people are, we come from not having nothing. So having something little as far as a chain, and even having your life on the wrist to even have it, is not that big a deal to us, because we come from nothing. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? So I think if we all just understood that, and dug a little bit deeper, did a little bit, you know researched and got a little bit more knowledgeable about what's going on, and just about ourselves, that's where it would start. And that's where, of course, a change would start to happen. But like I said, I just try to play my part and be intimate with each person I come across, and try to be genuine as possible. Because I know all types of people, that I've
Mm-hmm.
ever connected with in my lifetime, and my brother was the same way. And I've never had to change the type of person I was to appeal to anybody. You know what I mean? It's just always been me giving, who I am to whoever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how it should be. You got to be yourself. That's so important. I respect anybody that just stays true to the person that they are, not trying to be like somebody else.
Yeah, yeah. And it takes a strong will, I'm telling you, because there's so many distractions every day that just make you feel like you're not doing enough, or you don't look good enough, or you're not buff enough, or in my case, not tall enough, because I'm only 5'4", you know what I'm saying? So just examples of just like little insecurities that we fight as people every day, you know what I mean? And
Hmm.
but once you figure out the will and who you are, it's a beautiful thing. And then as far as me, like I said, me shedding these layers is also contributing to my art, and it's just taking my music to a whole nother level.
Hmm. Definitely taking it, to a whole nother level, for sure. Definitely. And final question I have. I mean, I know we kind of got into it earlier, but this is kind of more of a broader spectrum of
Hmm.
it. What legacy does Byron Davis Jr. want to leave behind in the broad spectrum of things?
Man, I just want to be known as a good person, you know, a person that took everything he learned and always passed it to somebody else. Um, the way that I'm so hungry for knowledge on a daily, like anybody that has needs some advice from me, like I can't sometimes I can't stop pouring into it once I start, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And like I just, you know, my brother was only 25 when he passed away, and I mean he he changed people's lives, you know, and had situations going on and had conversations with people that I had no idea, you know what I mean? And you know, they was just as messed up as I was. Like, man, I just can't believe, you know, he was a big part of their life every day. Just, you know, the things he did, the examples he set, you know, just principles and stuff, you know, and stuff like that. Yeah. So, I mean, shit, I forgot. Well, oh,
Yeah,
legacy.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. I just want to be known as a good person. You know, cliche as it sounds. Um, I remember Mike Tyson says he just wants to. You know, Mike Tyson. I listen to him a lot. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he says he has this quote that he says he'd rather be considered a good person and not great because all great people aren't good people.
Mm.
And I think, and that's always stuck with me because, you know, you do what you do to be great, but to be a good person takes different things. You know, it's a different concept to be a good person and being great. You're great for yourself and the people you have to be, but you're good to the people. You have to just be good to be, you know,
Right.
humanity, you know, and that can be tough, you know, if you get caught up in the greatness part, you know. So that's pretty much, you know, I just want to be, you know, I want to be known for always kicking some shit, you know. If somebody ever, you know, anytime somebody's around me, you know, I hope they
Mm-hmm.
always got a good piece of advice from me. That's pretty much it.
Hey, I love that. That's a great, great legacy to have, for sure. Definitely. You know, and before, we close out, with the final track though, are there any like shout outs that you want to give?
I mean, shout out to anybody that tuned in. That's pretty much it. If you tuned in with me. Because I know everybody I sent the link to ain't on here. So if you ain't on here, then I'm mad at you. No, I'm just
Oh no.
no, I'm just playing. But no, man, you know, shout, you know, the fam, you know, my wife and my kids, you know, that's pretty much my team, you know. She's in there trying to keep the kids quiet now so I can do this interview.
Hey, so, hey, salute to the wife, the queen. That's support
Teamwork, yeah.
for sure. Teamwork makes the dream work for sure. That's
Yeah.
how it is.
Most
But
definitely.
you
But I
know,
mean, also, you know, shout out
mhm.
anybody that I might be in doing any type of business with right now. You know, if y'all listening, tuned in, you know, shout y'all out. And shout out everybody that showed some love in the comments and whatnot, man. I appreciate it.
Oh,
This is a
definitely.
really dope platform. I'm gonna be
Oh,
coming back real soon. I'm gonna be coming back soon as the album drops. If it's cool with you, as soon as the album drops, I'd like this to be one of my first stops for sure.
wow. I'm really
Yeah,
humbled by that. Yeah, definitely reach out. You're definitely always, welcome back on the platform because everybody's story is always building. It's never ending. So, we're
yeah.
not going nowhere. You're episode 94. So we're just going to keep this
I
going and
see that.
going,
I see that. Yeah, I see
you
that.
know. We're activated, so definitely not going anywhere. I definitely thank you for coming on, gracing the platform. And I know you made the joke that you're mad at people, but look, they might tune in after the fact. They might not be able to watch the live, but it's streaming on all these platforms. They can go and catch the replay, so we're
Nah,
good
nah,
anyway.
I ain't. Nah, I'm
I
just talking
know,
shit. I ain't mad at
I
nobody.
know, I know. I
That
just had
takes
to
too much.
throw it
That
in.
takes too much energy.
Yeah, yeah, we're
That takes
good.
too much energy.
No, no, we're definitely good. We're activated. This was definitely, another dope episode. Happy again to have you on, and definitely before we go, we definitely want to close out with another, song off of I Miss You, I'm focused. Do you want to give an introduction to that, before we play that?
Yeah, shout out Mojo. He's featured on that track, Mojo Productions, man. Y'all go check him out, man. Hit him up, man. Do some business with that guy, man. He is one of the most genuine guys I've ever met in my life. He's my brother, for sure. But no, I mean, yeah, I'm focused, man. It's just another, like I said earlier, it's a track that I wrote, and I was getting back to having fun and loving the art again. And you can feel the old hip hop old school reference in there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just rock out with me for sure. I'm focused. Byron Davis Jr. Shout out Mojo. What up, Murder?
Hey, let's go. Another dope episode. So we're about to close it out with I'm Focused. Love hip hop. Let's go.
You are now listening to BDJ Entertainment.
Shout out Mojo. Yeah, I be up early with the birds in the sunshine. I kick a rhyme that mentally get your mind fine. Bumping Biggie 50 as a little kitty. Who knew a couple years later I'd be getting litty. My mama found my pack in the house to Lil Wayne. A nigga had me rocking white tees every day. Catch me on the block with my niggas reminiscing. Started small, but now we got a worldwide vision. There ain't nothing you can tell a nigga. Make a deposit at the bank, drive off with a little giggle. Bumping Nipsey, Pimp C, Lil Murder. Still can't believe I gotta say that shit. Still can't believe I gotta ride with Clips. But you know that I got your son, nigga. I got a wall full of grapes and I got your picture up and it ain't up for debate, nigga. Kick your flow if you love hip-hop, bitches. Grab your tits if you love the drop, nigga. Grab your clip if you love the streets. But there's nothing that's controlling me, man, I'm focused, nigga. Roll your blunt if you love the game, bitches. Grab your man if you feel the same, nigga. Hug your kids if you love your life. Hustle hard even all through the night, man, I'm focused. I still twist the lie just to get high. When you gon' fly? I still twist the lie just to get high. When you gon' fly?
I remember when we first met. My bro kept you in the CD deck and my unc's on cassette. Be kind and please rewind, that's a bet. Get me bouncing my step, man, I'm focused. Play you when I'm hopeless, you got the time frozen. Had me higher than Devin Copeland with something potent. We would travel road with, in the Chevy and some roach clips. Me and my close-knit, slow motion. 2001 explosive, don't let me catch this. Tony Hawk Pro, flipping with the left switch. Now I'm flipping for the next set list. You get the message, the music is a blessing for real.
Nigga, kick your flow if you love hip-hop, bitches. Grab your tits if you love the drop, nigga. Grab your clip if you love the streets. But there's nothing that's controlling me, man, I'm focused, nigga. Roll your blunt if you love the game, bitches. Grab your man if you feel the same, nigga. Hug your kids if you love your life. Hustle hard even all through the night, man, I'm focused.